Hey guys, it's Will. So this small cap stock is quietly powering some of the biggest innovations in the space and AI industry. And they got connections with NASA and SpaceX. KULR technology, guys. This could be one of the hidden gems that investors have been really waiting for in the space industry. So I think this could be one that skyrockets in 2025. Let's get into it, what it looks like here. The first thing that you want to think about when investing in any stock is that you first want to subscribe to the channel, right? Hey, subscribe to the channel, guys. It is New Year's Eve, and we're about 100 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe if you're here. It'd be awesome to hit it before the end of 2024. That would be amazing. So let's get into the technicals here on KULR stock. We, just to review, had a little trade this morning. We bought the dip here, continued down a little bit, stayed patient, end of the day up about $50. Quantum computing really was down. Market was down except for Ionic here, IONQ. Everything was down, and then everything pushed up. Sorry, except for Ionic. So everything ended the day up a little bit here, and that's what you like to see. There's a couple of reasons why. I mean, the first reason why we talked about what this could mean if it bounces and what this level significant is, the significance of this level for KULR stock. But you can see this trend right here. So we've had this consistent uptrend, and it kind of broke pattern right here. So it started to look a little more bullish, or sorry, bearish back here just about 2 days ago, 3 days ago, when it sold off and was getting rejected by this moving average. Now it's pushing up against the moving average. What we'd like to see is that this is actually going to hold. It's going to break above the moving average, hold above that EMA, and continue that upward direction that we'd see. And if it does, I mean, you can kind of look at what this chart's doing. You know, that would be kind of the bullish sentiment that we'd see it push up what could be 30 to 50%. If it reaches the all-time high again, there would be about 62% increase, or 56% increase. So outside of that, you could look on, we'll get into some of the news. It's a company that's really innovating, but you could see that there's this this level that KULR consistently establishes, which is it gets rejected and then it uses that rejection zone, that resistance, as a support. So oftentimes it will use a previous resistance as a support when it is bullish. So you can see right here, there's a level, some consolidation, resistance right around this $3.30 price point. And then today we saw that it did kind of bounce in this level, this previous resistance zone. And that's really good sign. What that means is essentially that we would be continuing the upward momentum. Now, we might see that it could still sell off at market open come Thursday. It's possible. But what we're most likely going to see here is that this will hold this level. Now, if it doesn't hold this level, then we're talking about this right here. This is the last time that we saw a resistance support, and we could see it drop down to 260, which would not be too good on this trend. It's looking really good. It's really consistent. So I'd love to see it hold that level, but it's quite possible that could happen. Now, it's getting a lot of momentum, getting a lot of eyeballs right now. You can also see that there's this level, the next kind of resistance. If it breaks above where it's at right now, which is previous resistance at $3.75, that it got a little rejected earlier today, but it's starting to push up. And if it breaks above that, that next level is $4.25, give or take, this kind of area. And that margin for profit from the current spot, so let's say it sells off market open Thursday, maybe recovers, and that would be a 27% swing. And then, of course, if the next level would be near the all-time high there, around $5, that'd be a 50% increase. So that's kind of what the technicals are looking at. They're holding. I just can't stress enough how good it is that it did bounce here, because, I mean, of course, I'm in the position, so I might be biased, but also because just holding that pattern consistency is what you'd like to see, that it continues its upward momentum. So outside of the market, which is amazing, this space market for KULR, and the technicals and how it's doing, let's take a look at some of the news. So again, the market looks good, technicals look good. We'll get into some of the news here and the financials. KULR stock has basically all the tech that's going into the rover, like it's going to Mars. They got patented technology with NASA. They got a awesome contract with SpaceX that they're going to be basically providing batteries for Starlink and for the upcoming launch for SpaceX. The launch is in 2026, which is great news. And they're building batteries that are thermal resistant. They're okay with extreme temperatures. And not only are they working in the space industry, they're working with U.S. Army. They're working with what is the U.S. Navy, the Department of Defense, even in the drone area. You can see this U.S. Army for vibration tech. You can see this right here. This says KULR Technology has announced a collaboration with U.S. Army to evaluate KULR Vibe system for vibration reduction. Oh, this isn't drone. This is actually Apache and Black Hawk helicopters. So that's actually widespread application from that tech that they're developing, because we also saw them partner with ParaZero to provide drone tech to help software to basically make it easy for drones to stay stable and to remove inefficiencies that are caused by vibrations. In this case, they're talking about vibration reduction in Apache and Black Hawk helicopters. So you see them working with SpaceX, you see them working with a lot of government agencies and inside of the military. But what do we know? We know that could easily play into EVs. We could see if they have this cellular level, down to a cellular level, very efficient batteries. What's to say they don't get involved with Tesla as well? I mean, Elon's going with them on Starlink. What's to say that they don't get involved in other battery industries as well, outside of just the space industry, or just with Army or Navy? We're going to see that expansion happen. They're over in Austin, Texas. That's where they got their place, let me see, is that right? Let me double check. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I think they're in Austin. Let's see. Or at least they're in Texas. Just need to make sure, because that's really good news. What that would mean is they're close to some of, yes, they're okay. So they're right here in Texas. And part of that move, that was a strategic move to get near some of the tech and innovations that's happening over there, related to XAI, related to SpaceX, or related to Lockheed Martin's over there. You got them working with Lockheed Martin, you got them working with NASA. And so that's part of the thought process there behind that move and why they built that place in Texas. And I believe it was a move. I'm pretty sure. I know they recently built, or were building, a new center there in Texas. Opens new research and development center in Texas. That was last year they started doing that. So at this point, it seems that they're already there, which is awesome. So that that's good news. They're becoming a player. Now, why is this important? Well, when we look at the news, or we look at this, it's basically showing that they are establishing themselves as a premier technology for people to use and for companies to use. And so this technology is in the most profitable markets, in the most innovative markets in the world. So that's something I'm really excited about. Now, the last thing that we can look at, KULR, is financials. Because we looked at the financials last time and they were looking good. They were looking better. So we saw they missed their earnings in 2023 December and then into 2024. But then we saw they beat earnings per share 50%. Revenue was going up in their expected revenue to what they were making, which is great. And then we see year over year increase 4.7%. Net income's up 63%. Net profit margins are up 65%. So that's great. Operating income going up. To be only down negative $2 million with the type of tech and what they're building and how much is going into it, I think that's great. I think that that's potentially a it's a lot lower for buying what could be and where they're expanding to, that I'm optimistic for the company. Now, again, we're at a crucial line right here. It's like if it holds, then we could see that continued momentum. If it breaks, that's not too good. We could see it drop down here to 259 or 250 in this range, and that's not really a price point that the short term holders want to stomach. But the long term looks good, especially with the news, the technicals. The plan I'm going here is I'm in it. I think it's going to rise here to 420, but I'm managing risk right around this 335, 340 mark, and we'll see what happens. So got in this morning in our live session. We look for opportunities that present themselves at market open, and we trade live every morning inside of StockMate. If you'd like to join me, it's that second link down below. And we have a sale till the end of the year. So today's December 31st. If you'd like to join, it's $150 off. That second link down below to join StockMate. If you want to surround yourself with other traders, investors, and learn how to invest in tech and AI, that's the place. Now, we have a really unique sale for StockMate. One thing that we just dropped into StockMate, a couple things. If you want this book, we got this this book that I just dropped in, which is really a great book to read if you're trying to understand the mindset, especially in a market like this, when you are figuring out how to manage your risk or how to think in terms of profitability. There's a lot of differences between ordinary thoughts here in the markets versus profitable thoughts. And I want to share that with you here in this book. If you want to go check it out, again, we talk about emotional IQ and things like that. It's in StockMate, it's included. And we also, guys, I'm not just saying everything's going up in quantum AI. I know a lot of people are saying, you know, things are looking crazy. These are my price targets. You could see we had cautionary price targets for this week. And I just want to share with you guys, you know, it's not all bulls and sunshines and rainbows. We also, you know, have a realistic outlook on the market. And I think that that's something our members value, the transparency as well. So on top of that, if you guys get into StockMate in our current sale, if AMD stock hits $160 by March 20th, then you get StockMate for free. That's right. If AMD stock hits $160 by March 20th and you bought StockMate in our current sale, then you will get StockMate for free. So again, take a look at this. You can see that AMD stock has been on a tear down. I'm anticipating it's going to go up to 160, and I got calls on this, and that's why we're able to offer the sale for you. So I imagine it's going to bounce here, especially before March. And if it does, you get StockMate for free. So that's a great offer we have currently. Restrictions apply. Make sure to check out the website as well in the second link down below, or if you're watching later, you just got to consider that as well. So thank you guys again. I'll see you in the next one. Do consider subscribing. If I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.